Since the 2021 riots in the Solomon Islands capital, China has put police on the ground in Honiara as part of a security arrangement with the Pacific nation. Beijing has also sent police advisors to Vanuatu and Kiribati. It wants to lock in a similar pact with other island nations.
And what China's trying to do is to insert itself as a security player, in some cases through the angle of contributing to the individual security needs of Pacific countries, such as policing.
On Wednesday, China's top diplomat Wang Yi will host the third China-Pacific Island countries' foreign ministers meeting in the southern city of Xiamen. On the guest list, leaders and diplomats from Kiribati, Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea and Fiji. Beijing wants to build a closer China-Pacific island community. That translates to greater economic aid, diplomatic engagement and the pursuit of a regional security pact.
It's an opportunity for China to do this in its own space, on its own turf and on its own terms.
China's increasing strategic presence in the Pacific has raised concerns with the region's traditional partners, including Australia and the United States. President Trump's tariffs and sweeping cuts to US aid are fueling uncertainty. Analysts say this leaves the door open for China to step in.
This lack of certainty makes the US a very challenging partner to work with, whereas other partners, including China, can offer, well, you know, we were here yesterday, we're here today, and we expect to be here tomorrow.
Taiwan is also expected to be up for discussion at this meeting.
The Solomon Islands government firmly supports the One China principle, and it upholds a just position, which China highly appreciates.
Kiribati and Nauru have severed long-standing diplomatic links with Taiwan in favour of China. Beijing wants a similar political level endorsement from other Pacific delegates to dissolve Taiwan's access to the international diplomatic space. Australia is pouring hundreds of millions of dollars into the region's economies in a bid to counter China's growing influence. But at a time of geopolitical uncertainty, these Pacific governments have additional leverage with both traditional and non-traditional partners to secure what they want. Sarah Clarke, Al Jazeera, Brisbane.
Katrina Yu joins us now from Beijing. So overall then, what can we expect from this forum, Katrina?
Well, this is the third China-Pacific Island countries Foreign Ministers Forum to take place, but it's the first to happen offline, that is in person and in China. It's going to be spread over 2 days. And as we just heard, the representatives, leaders and officials from 11 Pacific Island states will be attending. Now, according to Beijing, this is about building up solidarity and building up coordination between China and these islands and building up this term, the shared community. And what we do know is that what is on the agenda will be the discussion of trade and infrastructure, development, poverty alleviation, sustainability and climate change. Really, for China, this is an opportunity to extend its influence and expand economic ties at a time when the US is showing very little interest in this region. And we know increasingly, as we just heard, many of those countries are more reliant on China for things like investment, infrastructure, trade, and even security assistance.
So, Katrina, why is this region quite so important to Beijing compared to other places?
Well, I think Beijing considers this very important because it's looking at what really many countries might not see. If you see these countries, they're very small economies. Only one of these nations has a population of over 1 million, and that is Papua New Guinea. But if you look at this region, it is strategically extremely important to Beijing because it's home to many, for example, crucial shipping lanes, deep sea cables, potential mineral deposits underwater. Many of these countries have very important deep sea ports. So that's one reason. Another reason it's important is that militarily it could be strategically a very important region. If there could be any potential conflict in the future, this area would be very important in terms of an area where to launch potential forward attacks on US territories. And also the US ally, Australia, is very close by. So there are commercial and defense reasons for this being very very important. And we know in recent years, Beijing has had significant wins here. As we just heard, many countries are now switching their diplomatic recognition from Taiwan to Beijing. And in the year 2022, China signed a crucial security pact with the Solomon Islands. And reportedly, that pact includes the ability of China to dock its warships in the Solomon Islands.
Katrina, thanks very much.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.